Hey gents, you ready? Now, ddx means differentiate. Differentiate this thing here. It's essentially the same thing as y equals 2x plus 3. Differentiate y and find out what the y dx is. Alright, is everybody happy with a quotient rule? That's u and that's v, right? So, u equals 2x plus 3. That means the u dx is 2. V is 1x minus 4. That means that the v dx is what, lads? 1. Is that okay? And now we're going to do v times the u dx minus u times the v dx. The v dx is 1, so let's put the 1 here. All over. This one was quite easy. Right. Multiply it out. 2x minus 8 on top. Minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x minus 3 all over x minus 4 squared. The answer you're looking for here is minus 11 over x minus 4 squared. Just means k obviously was minus 11. Who got k equals minus 11? Alright. Alrighty. Alright, question 5 anyway. Did we have 6 before I do it? Great. Now, would everybody agree that this is a curve of some variety? It's a curve. Okay? Find the value of x for which the gradient of the tangent is 12. Find the x value where the slope is 12. In differentiation, what's the slope? The first derivative is always the slope. So, differentiate once, what do we get? Anybody? 12x, yeah, and then 3 to the front. Okay. It says the slope equals 12, so this formula must equal 12. Move it all over one side. See it equals 0. I'm going to be lazy and put it over the other side. Just what I do. Divided by 3. Does it say value or values? What's that mean? One answer. In quadratics you usually get? What does that mean? Same answer twice. If you did the reference number, you get that, and you get x minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2. Okay with that? Now, there's a random curve of some random shape, and at the point x equals 2, it's a tangent, which means that it only hits the curve once. Everybody cool with that? Now, it wants the equation of the line. So what is the equation of the line? And how many pieces of information do you need to make an equation of a line work? You need a point and you need the slope. Do we have the slope? Does it tell us what the slope is? What's the slope? 12. Great. Do we have the x1 value? What is it? 2. Sorry. Do we have the y1 value? No. Anybody take a guess on how we get the y1 value? There's a formula that has y in it, isn't there? What's the formula? So what would be the logical thing to do? And what happens when you sub in x equals 2? 24 minus 8 is 16. So it's the point 216. And I have enough now to get my slope, don't I? Or sorry, my equation even. I'm going to move it all to the right. 24 plus 16 minus 8. Once again, I'm going to do my lazy thing here. I'll just scribble that out and just put it over here. Done. Means I can do it all in one step instead of writing 2 separate lines. Okay, we good? So that's 5 and 6 done. 7 part 3. Is that correct, Chatty?
Yeah.
7 part 3. Okay. Now, in 7 part 3, we rewrite this as a chain. Well, it is a chain, but I write it more obviously as a chain, like that. So, Chatty, where does the 2 go? Take 1 away from the power. Okay. Now, what's the hidden part? Differentiate cos 4x. And what happens when you differentiate cos? What does cos turn into? The angle stays there. Same. But what else do you have to do? You have to differentiate the angle. What happens when you differentiate the angle? 4. Okay. What's 2 times 4? And there's a minus there, isn't there? So I'd say minus 8 cos 4x sine 4x. Anybody get that? Cool. Shall we move on? Okay, 5, 6, 7, done. 9. Lovely. Alright. What does this mean? What does that part mean? Differentiate once. Let's do it. Okay. Do I have to use the product rule? Yay or nay? Nay. Because A is a regular number. A is just like the number 5. You only have to do the product rule when there's a variable in both of them. If that was 5x sine 3x, then I'd use the product rule because both parts contain variables x. But it's a normal number. So the way to do this is A goes straight down. What does sine turn into? And the angle is always the same. Differentiate the angle. What you get? 3. There's your first derivative. Now what does it say I have to do with the x value? Sub n pi. Go to my calculator. Make sure it's in a... Alright. I'm in radian mode, which is great news. So 3 cos 3 pi minus 3. So it's minus 3a equals 2. Then we get a equals 3a equals minus 2. A equals minus 2 over 3. Charlie got it. Anybody else get it? Charlie, Louis, Adam got it. Alright. So what did we do? We did 5, 6, 7 and 9, and now we're on 10 now. Alright. Once again, here's a graph of this function here. Okay, there it is there. Now, unlike the last question, that's a variable, isn't it? Because it has x, and that's a variable. So what formula do you reckon I'm doing? Yep. Alright, Mooney, what happens when you differentiate sine? Okay, angle stays there. Differentiate the angle. Good man. Now we're going to do the product rule, which is u times the v dx. Phi times the u dx, is it? And the u dx is 1, isn't it? So just a 1 on the outside, which doesn't really even need to be there. Alright, I'm not going to do anything else. What am I going to do now? Anywhere I see an x, what's going to happen? Just going to put in pi over 3, is it? Okay. So I'm just going to use my calculator for all this. Anything you write in the calculator goes on the paper. Time I get that?
You have to do it like you have to do the sort of cos pi and sin pi individually, and it turns into pi.
Yeah, as a fraction.
Yeah. It's like if you don't do that, it won't work. But if you do,
Interesting. So it's not wrong. It doesn't tell you what you get. Minus 1/7.
I got root 3/2 minus 5/3, which is probably the same thing.
Just put it in and change it. What you get.
What do you get?
What?
I got minus 0.18.
Hmm.
Doesn't make sense.
Were you in radians? Alright. Tell you what. I'll quickly do this in my head the other way. So pi/3. That's 2. That's cos 60, and I know cos 60 is a half. That's sine 60, and I know sine 60 is root 3/2. So I might just enter it like this instead and see what I get this time around. Pi 3. 2 times a half is 1. Everybody cool with that? 1.95. So we have 3 different answers for this now, this right, do we? Alright. Oh, sorry. I'm wrong. Pi/3 is 60. Sorry, Charlie, I'm so wrong. 2 cos 120. So shift, setup, angle. Sorry, 1 sec, lads. 2 cos 120 minus 1. Sorry, it's a minus 1, not plus 1. That's a minus 1. And sine 120 root 3/2. Root 3/2 take away 1 is 0.399, and then multiply that by pi/3. Same answer I got before, Charlie, so I got the same answer both ways. I have it. I got it the same answer both ways, so I'm alright. Alright. 11. Finally. Now. Alright. They give us the slope, don't they? Would everybody be happy with that? So, what is the slope? What x value do I use? What x value do I use? 1. 1 plus 1? 1 take away 2. What's the slope? Minus 2. It gives me the point P. Oh man. It did all the work for us. That's the answer, look. X1 is 1. Y1 is 2. Is just the wording confused you, does it? Did anybody get a 2x plus y take away 4? That was easy. Alright. So, a bit of wording and